Hi everybody, this is Lorraine, Alternative Homesteading. Welcome to the newcomers. I'm not sure if you know, I live in a remote rural community in eastern Kentucky. I just received an immediate press release from our governor, Andy Beshear. And this is what it says. I'm shocked, actually. Governor Beshear supports business growth in southern Pennyrile region by presenting $30 million to construct a natural gas pipeline. Lawmakers and governor supported funding for pipeline. Guthrie, Kentucky, September 21, 2022. Today, Governor Andy Beshear presented $30 million in funding. Where did we get all that money from? $30 million in funding to help the southern Pennyrile region build a critical natural gas pipeline to support rapid business growth. I'm baffled and confused. Does not this go against the agenda? The new line will extend roughly 50 miles through Christian, Todd, and Trigg counties and have the capacity to serve Caldwell and Lyon counties. The route will open a large, undeserved area of western Kentucky for industrial development. Currently, the region is served by a small pipeline from Tennessee, and with so much recent economic development and even more coming, there needs to expand that supply. Governor Beshear said when world-class companies look to locate here, they need world-class infrastructure to support their needs. I don't know, folks. When I see that word infrastructure, it makes my skin crawl. It really does. And that's exactly what we're going to do, is building in this line. Thanks to the recommendation of Republican Jason Petrie of Elkton, lawmakers passed and the governor signed House Bill number 1, which allocates $30 million over the next 2 years, $15 million this fiscal year and $15 million next fiscal year to help build a new pipeline that will serve the counties. And this is a quote. I'm quoting him. I want to recognize the legislature, and especially Republican Petrie, for his recommendation of this funding, the governor added. I'm extremely pleased to see our region take advantage of the pipeline project to increase local access to rural natural gas. This is certainly a quality of life issue, as well as helping position the area for the future economic development opportunities. Republican Petrie said, I was glad we could include this project when we drafted the state budget and happy to see the governor also bring attention to it. The impact on our district certainly weighs heavily on my mind as we consider making additional investments in the next budget. I'm always happy to see the infrastructure progress take place in our community projects, such as this gas line initiative, said Senator Mike Wilson of Bowling Green. Unfortunately, legislative duties in Frankfort kept me from attending today's event, but I will continue to support much-needed infrastructure projects in my district. Since the start of Governor Beshear's administration, these counties have seen over $850 million in business investments and more than 1,070 new jobs. More than $409 million in new investment has been made in Todd County, and those investments have created more than 250 jobs for the people in this region. The largest investment was from Novelis. This aluminum company is investing over $7 million to build 2 major operations in Todd County. The company's most recent investment came in January of this year and brought 140 jobs to the community. All right, so what about this aluminum company? What are we going to be doing with this aluminum? I want to know. Inquiring minds want to know what the aluminum company will be producing. Todd County Judge Executive Todd Mansfield, who accepted the check from the governor, said, quote, "On behalf of the Todd County Fiscal Court, I would like to thank Governor Andy Beshear for his support and work with the legislator, particularly Republican or Representative Petrie, to see this natural gas project come to life. This project not only benefits Todd County, but it benefits 5-county region of western Kentucky with a possibility of expansion. The governor continued investment in our state's future, namely western Kentucky, is welcomed and appreciated." Novelis operation extends the community core strengths in the key sectors of metals and autos. Okay, there you go. Metals and autos. Kentucky is home to 230 metal-related facilities, which employ about 30,000 people. Since Governor Beshear took office, metals projects have contributed nearly $2 billion in investments and created more than 2,500 full-time jobs. New metal-related businesses in the state made up $1.4 billion and nearly 2,000 jobs from that total. In July, the governor also announced continued growth of the electric vehicle-related manufacturing in the region, as Ascend Elements, Inc., a producer of advanced sustainable battery materials made from recycled lithium-ion batteries, will invest $310 million and create 250 full-time jobs in Christian County. The governor noted this is the single largest economic development project in the county's history. Today, funding is helping to support the recent economic momentum in the Commonwealth. In 2021, the Commonwealth shattered every economic development record in the books. Private sector new location and expansion announcements included a record $11.2 billion in total planned investment and commitments to create a record 18,000 plus full-time jobs across the coming years. Kentucky's average incentivized hourly wage for projects statewide in 2021 was $24 before benefits. That is a 9.4% increase over the previous year. In the past year, the Beshear administration announced the 2 largest economic development projects in the state history. In 2021, Governor Beshear and leaders from the Ford Motor Company and SK Innovation celebrated a transformative $5.8 billion investment that will create 5,000 jobs in Hardin County. And in April of this year, the governor was joined by leadership at Envision AESC to announce a $2 billion investment that will create 2,000 jobs in Warren County. These announcements solidify Kentucky as the EV battery production capital of the United States. I didn't know that. The economic momentum has carried strongly into 2022, with both S&P Global Ratings and Fitch Ratings upgrading Kentucky's financial outlook to positive in recognition of the Commonwealth's surging economy. I guess a lot of people are going to be moving to Kentucky. And Site Selection magazine placed Kentucky at 6th in its annual Prosperity Cup rankings for 2022, which recognizes state-level economic success based on capital investments. Kentucky has posted record low employment rates for 4 consecutive months, falling from 3.9% in April to 3.8% in May, 3.7% in June and July. And in July, the governor reported the highest annual growth rate in 31 years. And for the second year in a row, Kentucky's general fund budget surplus has exceeded $1 billion. Governor Beshear, can we have some of that money here in Jackson County? Our roads are falling into the creek. Yes, they're falling into the creek. The creek is full of rock. And our retaining wall is falling into the creek. We need some funding here. So also in July, Governor Beshear reported that the state's rainy day fund, I wish I had a rainy day fund, is up to a record balance of $2.7 billion, significantly higher than the $129 million balance the fund had when the governor took office. Wow, I wonder where they got that money from. I wonder if it has to do with some sort of infrastructure grants. I wonder. In September, Kentucky reported that August 2022 general fund receipts hit an unprecedented high for any August on record, marking 21 straight months of growing revenues for the state. Oh my goodness. I wonder where all that money's coming from. I would like to know, Governor Beshear, how many individuals in the state of Kentucky are on the terrorist watch list? Just a question. If you have the answer, feel free to email me. In fact, a certified letter would be nice. Or how about I can FOIA request you to find out how many individuals are non-consensual test subjects in the state of Kentucky who are on a covert terrorist watch list to be covertly experimented on, tortured, assets stripped, all with your tax dollars. This is just my own personal commentary. This is Lorraine, Alternative Homesteading, signing off for now. I look forward to your questions and comments down below. And I think it is absolutely fascinating that our president has halted a pipeline infrastructure project, but we are building one here. We are building one here. We are building a natural gas pipeline. $30 million. Well, that's all for now, folks. I would like to hear your questions and comments down below. And thank you again for tuning in. And on to the next video.